Alrighty, I want to try to make a bag to put my hammer in and this right here. But now I want to make sure, get this out, put this over here.
Not just you. You ever feel like you're taking crazy pills? Like the world took off on some weird path down this like cultural upside down where everything you once knew about America has basically been lit in fire and they flush the ashes down the toilet? You ever feel like you're just screaming at your TV because we here in America just invent stupid stuff to be mad about? I'm there. Consider this next few minutes like deeply therapeutic for me, but I just got to get some of this stuff off my chest.
That this is big enough to put this piece of paper in. I can throw this away. We ain't got to have it. The reason why I want to keep this is because it tells you what you need to do. And, so, look at that, 69 cents. I bet you don't, it don't cost that much now. Alright, so, we'll put this over here, and I got Velcro. And I also, let's see if I can do it. I think maybe I might want to take, and I want to see, oh yeah, that'll work. Okay, so I want to cut this down and make sure that I have enough to do both sides. There we go. We got that even. So we can turn this around. Wait a minute, that ain't even straight. That's not cool. I thought it was straight, but we can't have that. We're gonna have to fix that. Oh, I hope I got enough steel. Now, come on. Why won't you level up there? Alright, let's try it again. Get rid of the white.
And the wokies, if you're hyperventilating, wearing a mask alone in your car on your way to yoga or whatever you do in your off time, you can freak out all you want. I'm done staying silent on all this social justice groupthink. They can call me bigoted or uncultured or whatever other istophobic, phobophobe thing they come with. I'm so far beyond caring about anything these people say. You know what I do care about? That the government knows more about me than I do about them. And they work for me. And I have a Fourth Amendment right, and they apparently don't even care about that. That Congress can sit there and tell me a bold-faced lie all day, but if I lie to them, it's a felony. I don't feel too represented by that. And those same people printing money, saddling my children with debt so they can ship pallets of cash to countries that hate us, some of which turned around and go buy weapons that are used on American service members. Then nothing happens. It's just my take. Any country that can afford to send money from its citizens to other countries is taxing its citizens a little bit too much. All the while seemingly not caring that everything here costs more. People can't afford their mortgages and are having their homes taken away. Meanwhile, squatters are moving in rent-free while the homeowners get arrested for changing their locks. Then I got to listen to KJP go up there and tell me how good the economy is doing. It's not. Stop gaslighting me. Don't talk to me like I'm stupid. I see this with my own two eyes. Look, I pay your salary, lady. And then the salaries of these government employees that on average, by the way, make 40% more than their civilian counterparts. KJP, this woman, for doing nothing well in her entire life, makes $174,000 a year. She hasn't given me one straight answer since she stepped up to that podium, I don't know how long. It seems like 40 years long by the way things are going. Oh, Carl, you seem so... I am angry. I'm really angry. I have had enough of this crap. I feel like a second-class citizen in my own country, while illegal immigrants invading my homeland get handed $1,400 debit cards. You get an iPhone 15 and free hotel rooms. It's like an Oprah scene. You get a car, and then you get a car, but we as citizens get nothing. American citizens are on the street because we're getting evicted from our homes, because we can't pay our mortgages, because we're losing our jobs to some machine that was automated after some bureaucrat decided to raise the minimum wage to $20 an hour, and now companies can't afford to keep people employed. We got 20 veterans a day killing themselves. Others are sleeping on trash bags after fighting a 20-year war for our country's military-industrial complex, only to turn the country right back over to the same terrorists we just fought. And then when we get home, we get put on some waiting list while we're trying to get help, while the VA rehires 8,000 incompetent fired employees. And then finally, finally, we do get an appointment at our local VA. Sometimes it's like 200 miles away from our home. God forbid we need to talk to a shrink because we shot a terrorist and it deeply disturbs us. We're told that by this administration that we can't use the term radical jihadist because it might hurt their feelings. I mean, excuse me for not caring. Uncle Sam can send us 6,000 miles away to shoot these people, but I'm not allowed to come home and call them a mean name. You can get bent. This government doesn't want me to use the term radical jihadist, illegal immigrant, or call someone a tranny, but the President of the United States can stand in front of U.S. Marines in Philadelphia and call you and me a threat to America because we voted for the other guy. Illegals are getting fist bumped from border agents while getting waved through the border with like sacks of drugs on their backs that kill Americans, by the way. Yet TSA pats me down, checks my bag, gives me everything but a proctology exam, and makes grandma get out of her wheelchair when we're trying to get on a plane to fly from one American city to another American city. Meanwhile, you got real threats. Girls here in New York getting punched in the face just walking down the street for no reason. What are they doing about it? Nothing. People fighting on subways, and the guy who kicked a cop in the face, that illegal immigrant, they let him walk right out the front door of the courthouse sporting double-barreled middle fingers. And then these deep blue cities wonder why they can't retain their police force. Gee. Instead of dealing with any of that, you throw Daniel Penny in jail for actually protecting innocent people against a crazy guy. Then send up the bat signal, man. This is the inmates running the asylum. My producer was thrown off a bus that she takes lawfully every day because that day the scanner didn't properly read her bus pass. Where she takes this every day, and then she's got to go take a day off, go to court where they said, oh, here's another $100 fine because our equipment didn't work. I mean, why is it that these people who are supposed to be civil servants are increasingly not civil, nor do I feel like they're serving anyone? This makes me want to dump a bunch of tea in the harbor. You wonder where all these people and these crazy ideas come from? I'll tell you. They came from our educational system that prioritizes its own function and structure and dystopian beliefs over actually teaching our kids anything worthwhile. You can't say anything about it either. Otherwise, the FBI is going to come in, the G-Man, and put you on some domestic terrorist watch list. Parents are getting hauled out of school board meetings for reading the very books being provided to our children. Nope, you can't read that here, sir. It's inappropriate for a public forum like an adult school board meeting. Yeah? Then why the hell is it in my second grader's classroom reading, Randy Weingarten? I mean, good Lord. If you're as angry at this as I am, good. We're not the crazy ones here. We got tampons in boys' elementary school bathrooms, but don't you dare put a post up on Facebook of that or you'll get banned for something stupid like hate speech. And it's going to be fact-checked by some guy sitting in his mom's basement in a beanbag naked eating Cheetos that thinks men can breastfeed and they have pronouns in their email signature. What the hell happened to this country? There's so many terms now I'm supposed to remember to be sensitive about people. And according to some purple-haired barista, I'm supposed to refer to myself as cisgender rather than just saying I'm normal. Can't say that. Or their flesh hoop earrings will combust and I'm supposed to care about their feelings. I don't. And if you don't want to live in the land of make-believe with their random pronouns or stupid weird fetishes, I'm shouted down. I'm doxxed. I'm made out to be the bad guy because this generation is so soft. This generation is so lucky to have never endured a hardship that they think that if you have a difference of opinion, it's considered violence now. I mean, bring back the draft. Let them see what actual violence really is. It'd give them a little bit of perspective on stuff. We have an entire generation graduating from high school that has never been punched in the face on the playground. And it shows. These people destroy everything they touch. They never make anything better with their incessant whining. These liberals take over cities and areas like locusts. They legalize drugs, they cheer on lawlessness, and then you can't walk a block without stepping over a homeless man or seeing a heroin needle laying on the ground. And then they cry, why didn't you warn us about it? Well, we tried, but you called us racist. We're rewarding all the wrong things. I mean, and then what's shocking is it's still a 50-50 proposition in this country. This makes me want to stop paying taxes. Oh, I can't do that because they'll throw me in jail. But Democrats can rob stores, break stuff, burn cities to the ground, crash our border, squat in people's homes, jump turnstiles, and assault women in the street. But if I stop paying my taxes, if I stop paying the salaries of those allowing this stupidity, I'll go to jail. Like, what? The people living off of and taking advantage of the system have more rights than those of us who are actually supporting it and living by its laws. This is insane. I don't even recognize this country anymore. The country that I came back from war and cried when I kissed the ground because I was thankful to be back. Now I'm the one being called crazy for loving what this country once was and hating what it's become. That term, "Make America Great Again," has never been more enduring to me. I'm not a threat to this country. People like you and I at home who are watching this, we're the only thing keeping it intact. I've worked and I've paid taxes and I've had a job since I was in high school. I spent 9 years in the military. I own businesses. I've employed people. I've been an elected member of my town council. I participate in community service. I don't break any laws. Yet I'm being told by some doddering old man that happens to live at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue that I'm a threat to democracy. And I got 2 words for that I'm not allowed to say on TV. Folks, it's time to get loud. Can't stay silent on this anymore.
Alrighty, there it is, done. Hopefully I can. This right here most definitely ain't straight. I don't know. Maybe I need to take it, fold it, slide it down in there. At least when I have it, and it's a whole lot smaller than that bag. And I'm not trying to make anything so pro. No, I did not just do that. Anyway, I got Velcro up there. It's just a little bag. It'll work. Alright, we'll see you later. It's not the way I wanted it, but that'll work.
Come back and look in a minute.
So here we go. We want to go right here. Still yet right there. Alright, and then if you look right here is PayPal. I think it's crazy the way that they did not say, they just do things. But there it is.